All right, Coach. Game 3 tomorrow. Just where's the squad at mentally going into a deciding game like this?
Good. Good. I mean, we were close there in Minnesota. Good result at home. So, good.
Jordan was talking about the fluidity in the attack. How important was that for your offense in Game 2, making sure Minnesota was a little off balance?
Whether we were fluid or not, we just needed to score. The first game we were close on a couple of set pieces. Really doesn't matter. It's playoffs. Whether you play fluid or not, you just got to figure out ways how to win.
Brian, this is kind of off. Weird question. Hope I can pull it off. As the dean of MLS playoff coaches right now, what would you are?
Bruce is still there.
What would this older Brian tell a younger Brian about playoffs and
Stick to what you know. If your team's playing a certain way, and Eric has this, does he come out and change kind of drastically the way his team goes? Do I change my team drastically? No. I think consistency. Reflect back on what your team has done well all year long. That's going to give you the best chance of success. Yeah, you make little tweaks for every opponent. We make little tweaks for who we play, and certainly if there's an injury or a guy's got a knock or things like that. But overall, if you're happy with the way your team has been playing over the course of the year or a stretch of games leading into the playoffs, that's what you do.
getting guys in the box? We've heard that over and over. How critical is that? Not only on the inside, but on the outside.
Well, it works for a lot of different reasons. I mean, obviously the stuff on the right side was good, but then even on the left-hand side, you got Moose in there, you got Jordan coming at the back post, you got Alex top of the box. I mean, it just helped us. It's not like we didn't play like that during the regular year, during the regular season, but it was a different player. It was Obed arriving late. It was Albert needed to push, or the opposite winger early on. We were really keen on the center forward, number 9, getting to the near post, and the opposite winger had to get at the back post, and then Albert, Obed, top of the box. So we had numbers in the box during our, games at the beginning of the year, but this one has worked the last game and a half.
Brian, going into game 2, you told us that you challenged a couple of players. Those players definitely responded very well. How do you get that same kind of result?
I challenge them again. I told this time in the whole group. I mean, look, people can say we've had a successful year because we won a trophy. This is what I told them. But at the end of the day, your careers, your time as a professional athlete, which they've got a great job. It's a great job. And their time as a professional athlete is very short. And it's also even shorter when you think about how many teams actually put themselves in an opportunity to challenge for trophies and championship games. We've been really fortunate that we've, through our existence, have had a lot of those opportunities, but you're playing for some other teams around the league or stuff like that, you might get 1 or 2 chances your entire career. And so they have to really take that and grab a hold of it and say, you know what, I'm going to do whatever it frickin' takes to make sure I get us into the MLS Cup final.
Maybe counterintuitively, does it make it easier to not take these opportunities for granted when you have been here multiple times and you know how hard it is to
They
put
know
yourself?
because as I was making that speech in the film room, I could see Steph Fry's head nodding. I could see Christian, Jordan. They're nodding their heads because they get it. I mean, they know they've been lucky or good. And again, we want to go through the next round.
What does it do for your tactical flexibility to know that you have 2 guys sitting as defensive midfielders who are so capable of being pluses in the attack?
It's great. I mean, those 2 have been really good all year long. I mean, Christian got the best 11 nod. Obed, best under 22. That they're getting their recognition, but the combination of the 2, not many people talk about that. We get Ymar and Jackson are a good defensive center back pair. Okay, great. But Christian and Obed, as the pair, probably best in the league.
I was watching the game again this morning, and you never talk about the refereeing, but it does feel like the referee in this series, they've let a lot go. Jefferson Diaz was getting away with a lot of stuff. How do you prepare your team to be cautious with the refereeing and then be ready for that physicality?
We always say the same thing. Control the controllables. We don't control what the referee does. Play to the whistle. Don't lose your head. Don't do anything stupid. Don't bed a little bit, keeping the ball here, he gets a yellow. We have to remind him of that. But I think, look, we've had some red cards this year. I know there's been some somewhat bad behavior, but in playoff games, it's critical. You got to make sure you're composed, play hard, play physical, stick up for your teammates, but you can't cross that line.
Just real quick, update on Alex and how he came through this week.
He's fine. He's in full training.